Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit of a situation that I am in right now. See, last Halloween, every single government agency and police officer mysteriously disappeared off the face of the planet. Crime has taken over the streets. It's basically anarchy right now. It's a free-for-all right now, and there's no one powerful enough to quell or stop this. There is only one person that I know who is capable of starting this much chaos and destruction in one go. It must have been Haruhi Suzumiya. She was probably so mad when I jailed her last time that she accidentally and unknowingly caused anarchy all over this town. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Well, considering that this is the new norm, I very much doubt that we're actually going to be able to stop this chaos or madness from happening. So I guess our only choice right now is to actually adapt and survive in this brand new environment. Now, I did come across these old tapes lying on the ground somewhere. Maybe these videos will have some useful tips to survive in this brand new world of anarchy, I don't know. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another mildly interesting video. Oh my gosh, I am a lady and a gentleman too? After the first criticized Purge movie, the producers had two ideas. One, they could just either scrap the entire franchise completely, or two, because they have a lot of money, they throw all of that money into a brand new sequel that has no connection to the first movie. And that's what they did. I had a lot of fun watching it. I really enjoyed the character arcs, I really enjoyed all the action and all the violence going on. It was a great amount of time. And honestly, you know what, I can just feel like there's just gonna be some sort of anarchy happening way in the future, so we might as well get prepared with this. So let's just get straight into it. Part 1, the visuals. It's really shot really well. It's able to capture all of the chaos and the anarchy that goes on in Purge Night. It's also really edited well. From what I remember, the cuts were quick, but not too quick. You were still able to get a good grasp of all of the action going on, and the editing was able to amp that up a little bit in my opinion. And I feel like this is most present at the hunting ground sequence. It's probably the most thrilling and the most scariest thing in the entire movie. Not just because of the concept itself, but because of the way that it's shot. It's shot really well so that it gets attention of who will live and who will die, because they're now completely in the dark and the hunters have night vision goggles, so will they be able to survive? The way that it's shot, it's like you're just fixated on the screen, just wondering and waiting to see what's going to happen at the end, who will live and who will die. Part 2, the visuals. I don't really have a lot to say about the soundtrack, mainly because I don't remember any of it, but I want to talk about the alarm for a second. The alarm sound is amazing, and the way that it's mixed into the movie when the Purge Night begins, it's honestly really amazing. It feels ominous, it gives a feeling of dread. And that sound combined with the way that's mixed into the movie gives one clear message. Run. Part 3, the characters. The main character here has arguably got to be Sergeant. His character arc is amazingly well written when it comes to this movie. A father trying to revenge his dead son by killing his murderer on Purge Night works really amazingly well with the concept, even if some of the actions that he does later on during his character arc kind of contradict what he stands for, because he's trying to avenge his dead son, but he's killing all of these random strangers. However, because of the way that the plot is structured, it kind of works really well. Let's talk about the other characters as well. They're not really that memorable in my opinion, but they do enough things in the movie so that they don't really feel like filler. They're actually being able to hold for themselves. They have enough character traits that they actually feel like real people. Still though, those characters can definitely use a little bit more of work. Sergeant's character is already amazingly done well. Part 4, the plot. The concept is simple but intriguing. For 12 hours every year, all crime, including murder, is legal. And when they say including murder, they pretty much mean only murder, because that's all that happens in the Purge. Nothing else. There maybe is a little bit of vandalism that happens there, but besides that, nothing. So overall, there is definitely some feeling of wasted potential, because all crime is legal. What if people started robbing stores? How would the shops counter against that? Or what about vandalizing the roads themselves or the buildings? How much destruction could the public possibly cause? That would make for such a more intriguing and amazing experience when it comes to the Purge movies, and I really hope that they add some sort of that into the further Purge movies. But for now, it's entertaining enough. Now, there is one other part of the plot that I do wish that they added it. The idea is that Sergeant doesn't actually know for sure who killed his son. He just knows that it was a murder. So maybe the movie follows him going out on Purge Night to actually gather information to be able to piece together the pieces on who is the person that killed his son. But as the journey goes on, his character starts to change as well, and he starts having doubts about, do we really want to keep finding this murderer? But he keeps pressing forward, and maybe during the reveal, when we find out who the murderer actually was, and whether Sergeant or not is actually going to kill him or not based off the character arc that he went through, I feel like it could be a more satisfying and more rewarding experience for the audience. But like I said, for now, what we got is pretty entertaining by itself, and it makes for a good 100 minutes of entertainment. Yeah, I don't think that video is helping out my circumstances at all, but hey, at the very least, there are no groups out there to try to catch me to sell me to those hunting grounds.
Hello, fellow stranger. We're just here to let you know that we are a group trying to catch you to sell you to those hunting grounds. See you around 2 weeks.
Damn it!